Hello everybody, my name is YC and welcome back to my channel. Today we're on Superiority's account. We're going to be taking over his 3v3 arena, as well as some Spider, Ice Golem, and then Hydra. I think I'm going to cut out the Spider and Ice Golem because both of the teams are going to be teams I've done in the past. I might showcase them just a tad bit, but I'm not going to show the teams in depth all that much. I'll maybe show a run or something, but not too much in depth. And then the Hydra team, I'll show the build, show the damage. And then again, I could also separate these into two videos, depending on how long the 3v3 runs. Anyways, let's not make this any longer than it needs to be. Let's hop in and create the teams for 3v3. So this account is very solid. A lot of amazing champions. Now, I can't speak for the gear because I haven't looked into it all that much, but there's a lot of great champions. There's Xena, there's, two Warlords, there's a Duchess, there's two Necrits, at least from what I remember. Maybe not two Necrits. Yeah, not two Necrits, my bad. But there's a Necrit, there's Mezimel, which is my favorite nuker in the game. There's Vitriage, which is cool. There's a Georgid, who's arguably the best nuker. I mean, there's just so many amazing champions here to work with, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Also Xena's down here. I'm sure she'll be used, she just isn't leveled yet. Anyways, let's go ahead, hop in, and create some teams. So in this first team, actually before the first team, my favorite combo in the game is Georgid plus Mezimel. So they're gonna go in a team, and then I'll build around them. From there, we have Wukong, who can definitely go into a team. UDK. I think we go ahead and put Necrit in with these two, and then I'm thinking maybe putting Georgid and Stoneskin, making Mezimel protected by Necrit, and then actually, we can just go ahead and throw Arbiter and just make this the first team. Speed team with my favorite duo right here. And then for the next team, we do have a Tormin, we have a Kymar, we have Warlord, which Warlord, everybody knows Warlord, he's amazing. You could argue that I could put Warlord into this team, maybe in Stoneskin, try to get him extremely fast, and then we just have Lockout with these two running, which isn't a bad idea, but I just think that this, with the increased attack, is really valuable in having a Georgid. Now, for the next two teams, Wukong has to come into one of them. He's insane. And actually, no, now that we're talking about Wukong, let's go ahead and put in my main arena team on my account. This is the one that I run against most teams that I'm fighting. Wukong, Duchess, UDK, and Xena. This combo right here, UDK plus Xena, counters basically any Rotos team. And then you throw along Duchess in there as a what is it, a failsafe, and then Wukong in there just to do some crazy damage, steal some buffs, and maybe get rid of UDK or something that's being annoying. And now for this last team, we still have two Warlords, which obviously we're not going to use two Warlords in one team, but Warlord is definitely an option. We have Kymar. Now, we really just have to think about which nuker we want to build this team around. We've used our Georgid, Mezimel, Wukong, and Xena. Now we have Stultus, which is an amazing one. We have Alil, which isn't too bad. We have Erix, who's really good. I use Erix in my live arena. Vitreous might be the move, or we could be, I think Stultus actually, guys. Stultus is just such a great nuker. But from there, I think Kymar, Warlord, we definitely need a reviver, just in case something bad happens. Let's throw in Pythion and then Stultus. So guys, these are the three teams we're going to be running. I'm going to go ahead, get everybody masteried, level them, get Xena up and going, and then build out the teams, show you guys the teams one by one, show you guys the builds one by one, and then we will go ahead, show them in 3v3. And yeah, so I'll see you guys as soon as this first team is built. We'll go ahead and give it a go. Everybody on the team is built, guys. So let's go ahead and check out the builds, and then we'll hop into some fights. So first we have Arbiter. Arbiter was only 315 speed. We got her all the way up to 367. She is in speed, 3-piece protection, and 2-piece perception. She is not booked really at all. There's only one book here and one book here. She's in 1-star Intimidating Presence and is going down into Timely Intervention, Lasting Gifts, and I forget what this is called, Spirit Haste. Just trying to get as many turns as possible on her. Next up is going to be the Necrit. So Necrit is in 6-piece Stoneskin. He is at 95k HP, 3.9k defense, 166 speed, and 301 resistance, 220 accuracy. Now for him, he is fully booked with 1-star Polymorph and is going down into Bulwark with Lasting Gifts. Also Selfless Defender and Retribution. And now going down into Georgid. Georgid we put into Stoneskin. Just it's how the team synergy worked out. So we get him in Perception and Stoneskin. He is at 6.3k attack, 213 speed, 100% crit rate, and 254 crit damage. Little on the crit damage, but the build still works. He is fully booked, has 2-star Lightning Cage, and is going down into Helm Smasher with Retribution and Deterrence. Finally in the team, and my favorite, is Mezimel. Mezimel is in Savage. She is at almost 6k attack, 5.9k, 209 speed, 100% crit rate, 255% crit damage. The nukers are pretty slow, but the team allows for it. They would function way better if the team was, if they were faster. Now, she isn't fully booked, but she does have this one book here, which really helps. It's a low multiplier ability, so 20% damage does a decent amount for it. And then she is going down into Helm Smasher with Cycle of Revenge and Retribution. So let's go ahead and take it into a few teams. I would fight this one, but I don't know. I mean, we can try to outspeed it. If we outspeed it, then we could win. But really, they're probably faster. Let's see. All right, we outsped. They cut in. We get stripped. Okay. All right, let's do this. Now, I don't know if it's better. Yeah, it's probably better to just go AoEs here. All right, solid. We got that on her. Now let's go ahead, try to get that off. A2, and we win. Amazing. Now let's go ahead and fight this one. Another Mezimel team, but this one is running a Hegemon. The nice thing with this is that we have, oh, okay, they didn't even go like how I would have actually had Hegemon do something, but all right. Let's do one refresh, see if we can get any cooler fights here. We're not really fighting. We're on the lower end of Gold 5 right now, guys, so we probably won't find too many really fun fights, to be honest. Okay, here, that's a solid team, and yeah, okay, I'd say this one isn't bad either. Let's go ahead and fight this one, then we'll fight that one, and then we'll move on to the next team. So we should outspeed no problem. A nice thing about the Mezimel is that she ignores the unkillable. So let's go ahead, pop that. I want to A1 into Duchess because I want to block revive the Wukong. So let's go ahead, pop this. Now let's block revive Wukong. And then we're left with our revive on death. Solid A1 off Mezimel. Doing some amazing damage on her A1 actually. 119k A1. Very solid. This team actually is better than this one, but we're still just going to run this one. The UDK is a little bit annoying, but honestly this team counters UDK pretty hard. If Georgia doesn't kill the UDK, then Mezimel surely will, and she'll go ahead and block revive. So we AoE. Now we're going to buff, swap sides, and then just AoE, and that should go ahead and clean up this fight. Solid work. Alright, now let's go ahead and move on to the next team, guys. The next team is going to be my main team. I just called it Spicy Main. The other one is Stoneskin Wear because it just ignores Stoneskin. This is my main team. We have Wukong, Duchess, UDK, and Xena. We're going to go ahead and get this built, and I'll be right back. See y'all as soon as they're built. Alright guys, everybody's built. And now, I'm not the happiest with the nukers, but everybody else, well, Duchess specifically is looking pretty solid. So, Wukong is in crit damage and perception, sadly no savage or lethal. He is at 5k attack, 245 speed, 100% crit rate, 280 crit damage, and 354 accuracy. He is fully booked on his A2, not his A3, almost on his A1. He's 3-star Soul Reap. Once he gets the 4-star, that's going to be an extra 25% crit damage, pushing him over the 300 threshold. But he's going down into Helm Smasher and Master Hexer. Overall, his stats are good, just sadly no lethal or savage, something that really changes up a build. Next up is going to be UDK. UDK is in 6-piece Stoneskin. He's at 79k HP, 5.4k defense, 108 speed, and 359 accuracy. From there, he is not booked at all. I believe the other one, oh no, neither of them are actually. He has 5-star Polymorph, and he's going down into Bulwark and Lasting Gifts. And then we have our Duchess, who's built very well. 6-piece Stoneskin. She's at 105k HP, 4.1k defense, 243 speed. From there, she's fully booked 2-star Life Harvest and is going down into Timely Intervention, Cycle of Revenge. She has Spirit Haste and Lasting Gifts. And then finally on the team is going to be Xena. Xena is in Triple Cruel, which most nukers this wouldn't be good enough, but for her she already ignores some defense in for each buff on the target. So you get the, what is it, 15% from this, then you, let's say there's 3-4 buffs on the enemies and you get the Helm Smasher. It's okay. So she is at 5.4k attack, 245 speed, 100% crit rate, and 249 crit damage. Very good speed on both nukers here, both 245. But Wukong will go first because his base speed is higher. She isn't booked and she doesn't have a blessing, but she's going down into Helm Smasher with Retribution. And overall, she should be doing some solid damage. So let's go ahead and give it a test in a couple fights. This first one, Sify is the main person you want to take this into. Sadly, we are not seeing a... okay, yeah. We didn't really want to see Stoneskin on the Georgid. Now we clear this out a little bit. Kill off her. Broke the Stoneskin, which is crazy. And then we have just a little low on the damage. That's going to be something that we're going to see probably quite often when they don't have Savage, is just Helm Smasher not proccing, and then us just not doing enough damage, just barely. That can happen when you don't have somebody in Savage. That can be a big problem. But let's go against... let's refresh, honestly. Let's find something a bit more fun. This one could be pretty good. Looking at teams that put up, like Sify teams like this one, this person's only level 65, so we're not going to do it. It's not worth it. This one, very tanky team. Some team that you might just not want to fight because it's too tanky. It's going to take too long. But with Xena, she can do a decent amount of work. Now, we want to try to sheep the Ursuga. We can put out that oh goodness, we do kind of get screwed over by the passive from Krisk. Now let's go ahead. We almost killed the Krisk. Steal some of the buffs. Now Krisk is gone. We are closing in on killing the Rector Drath. Alright, come on. Let's try to close out her. Not gonna happen. He gets revived. Kill out Ursuga. She is the main problem for us trying to kill out the team because she has all the ally protection. Alright, there we go. Wukong doing some decent damage and getting us the win. Not the fastest win ever, but we're going to do one more fight with this team, and then we're going to move into the final team, which is a lockout team. Now let's go against... come on, let's find a Siffy team. Those are the most fun things to fight with this. Dang, there's no fun teams this far down. Okay, let's go against this one. Mithrala is another champion that goes really poorly against Xena. I don't know why they had him start A1. Give ourselves the turn here. Steal the turn meter. Ooh, that was close. Alright, let's go A2 into Wukong. Now, I believe she revives here as long as she's being normal. Actually, we get to go ahead and kill with her A3, and that is another easy win. Alright guys, let's go ahead and give the last team a look. So the last team is called Numlock. I don't know, it's just lockouts, resets, it's a bit fun. We have Kymar, Warlord, Pythion, and Stultus. So guys, let's go ahead, get this team built, and then we're going to run it, and then we're going to run every team together in 3v3 itself. This team ended up being a little low on the power score, but should work pretty fine, guys. So let's go ahead, take a look at the builds. First, we have our Kymar. Kymar is in triple perception, and this build was much slower, and then I got an insane chest plate. And he's at 293 speed, 621 accuracy, triple perception. I got this piece because I was rolling. There was no chest plates on the account, and I got that, which was pretty crazy. And I also rolled for this. There was really no banners either. So we have him fully booked. He has 1-star polymorphs going down into Eagle Eye, along with our Cycle of Revenge. And then we have our Warlord. Warlord is in double perception. He is at 291 speed. For some reason, he's crit capped, and he has 583 accuracy. And he is fully booked, has 1-star polymorph, and has basically the same masteries, just has the counterattack. And yeah, so he's looking pretty solid too. Both of those builds are really nice. A little slow for like very, very high level, but for where they're going to be used, trying to get them into Gold 1, 3v3 shouldn't be a problem. Then we have our Pythion, 4-piece Stoneskin. He is at 89k HP, 3k defense, 256 speed. From there, there's not really any other stats. He is fully booked, has 1-star polymorph. Oh, well, I guess I should. He's at 196 accuracy. 1-star polymorph is going down into timely intervention, lasting gift, spirit haste, and cycle of revenge. Finally, in the team is going to be Stultus. Stultus is in 4-piece Stoneskin. There was no more Savage, there was no other damage sets, so Stoneskin had a lot of really good stats in it, and it just kind of worked out. So he's at almost 50k HP, which is pretty solid. And then 5k defense, 192 speed, 100% crit rate, and 276% crit damage. Sadly, really no accuracy on the build. We literally had to use a 5-star crit damage amulet. And then this was a really good banner because we needed the speed. If we didn't have this, we'd have basically no speed, and it just, the stats outweighed having a little bit of extra accuracy. He's fully booked, has 1-star polymorph, and is going down into Helm Smasher, counterattack, and then just what even is that? I've said it like 30 times already. Cycle of Revenge. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this team a try. We're going to go against a team similar power score to us, just kind of to look at how it runs. So we start up A2, we lock out, got resisted actually. Alright, now we are looking to buff ourselves and nuke. Decent hit off of him right there, honestly. Not the best hit I've ever seen, but pretty solid hit. Right, yeah, not tanky on the Warlord or the Kymar at all. Just there for the accuracy and the speed. So now we just start an auto and let them die kind of slowly. Ooh, actually, she might get the revive. Dang it, she got the revive off. Let's get this Arbiter out of here, guys. There we go. All right, awesome. So that was a lower power team. I think this team is going to go more against hybrid teams, something like a Wukong lead, maybe like this team right here, or let's do a couple refreshes to just kind of look at some different options of what type of teams you'd really want to fight with this. Yeah, something like this where it's a Wukong lead. They're not a speed team, not exactly a go second team, just something in the middle. You don't want to go against people that are way faster because then they'll just kill out your Warlord and your Kaimar. But you don't want to go against something that's too slow that you just can't do damage to. Um, Man, there is not too many options here. There's going to be a lot more in 3v3. Let's go against a... Let's go against maybe that one. Here, actually, this is kind of what I mean. So, a Wukong lead, not exactly a speed team, not exactly just a complete go second team. We actually got outsped. Oh no. Alright, so we sheep him. We lock them out for the most part. Let's go ahead and let's just put out block debuffs. Oh no. About to get killed. Let's hit the sleep on him. Dang. Wow. we got killed off by a sheep. That is sad. Alright. Just need to try to get the revive up. We're pushing it a little bit here. Alright, then we get the lockout. And then we get to nuke. We should use the other ability, but it's fine. Now, this is definitely the weakest of the team, guys. I would say the first team is the best. I'd say the one that is my main team would be the second best. This one it isn't a bad team, but it isn't the best team by any means. All right, we got to get rid of the UEK. And getting these people in better gear, all of these teams would be absolutely amazing with some better gear. Getting Warlord in this team into some Stoneskin, getting Stultus into some Savage. I mean, all of these changes would be absolutely massive. Okay, this is taking way too long. All right, there we go. Ended it out. Now let's go ahead and head on over to tag team, where I should be able to show you guys kind of the teams that some of these were meant to fight, what they're going to be strong against, what they're not going to be strong against. Running about the same amount of time as we normally would here. Probably won't end up recording the Hydra and stuff. Probably just cut it off after we're done here. So let's go ahead and grab all of our teams and decide who we're going against. So we have our block revive, which would go good against this. Our speed, our counter speed. All right, I think we should go. I think we should go like this. Yeah. So taking this team into a speed team is usually what I do. I fight a lot of speed teams with this one. The fact that we got stripped kind of sucks. My Duchess on my account has about 550 resistance. Wasn't trying to build her for resistance, just kind of got it. Now, all right, there we go. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it was a guaranteed kill on Madam. The other two are kind of iffy. So let's go ahead A2 her, and we move on to the next fight. With this one, we're hoping to go first. Yes, we did. Lockout, and now we're safe. This one is meant to go first, but it isn't exactly that fast. They didn't build this one too hot. Let's drop the double nuke out there. And almost fully killed. Awesome. Alright. On to the last team. Our best team against... I would say this is probably their best team. Alright, let's kill her. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's go for the AoE. And Georgette is just so strong, guys. Didn't even matter that everybody just died. He just cleaned it up so nice. Alright. Uh, what is another solid couple teams here? I will not be going against the double Taras Marichka team. That's just not happening. Now, this one, ooh, maybe a bit too strong. Trying to find a middle ground, because like this seems a bit too easy, and then this seems a bit too rough. So yeah, this one isn't too bad. You want to take Xena into the Duchess, Mithrala's, and then you're definitely looking at taking in. Ooh, okay, so the issue with moving this team into here is we're just gonna get outsped and then we're gonna get one shot. With taking speed, with taking this one into here, we're not gonna do enough damage. So we might actually have to move this one to the bottom, this one up here, and then our speed against their speed. Alright, let's see how this works out. How fast are they compared to us? They were fast, but not too fast. Alright, let's get our increased defense up. Not too much damage. Let's just put protection out. Went ahead and killed us. Alright. Dang, still not doing that. You really need Savage on your nukers, guys. It's just such a big difference. Alright, let's get Kymar up and going. Let's lock them out once again. Alright, Candy is about to do some not so fun stuff to our team. Yeah, killing a Duchess with Stultus is a big pain. We're gonna end up just getting their team fully revived before long. Okay. Let's drop an A1 on her, revive, and ooh, just barely get our block out again. Okay. So we are back in winning range here. I think we just throw it on auto. Focus down the Duchess. Actually, no, focus down the Mithrala because actually we need to get rid of her. She's the only reason that this Duchess is still alive. This Mithrala is very fast. Okay. Hopefully we have that. Yes, we do. Now we lock out. Okay, and now we win. Get rid of the buffs. Drop that out. Alright, hurry up. We don't need to be here for 10 years. Alright, she resisted our lockout. That's no fun. Okay, this should potentially be the last couple hits on her. Oh my lord. There we go. Okay. Took forever, but we did pick the right team to fight there. Now against this one, we are really risking it. That is awful. Okay. Just got destroyed by Lord Shazar. Alright, now this one, we're really hoping to... Yes, there. That's exactly what we wanted. So now we can try to get some damage out. Alright. Krisk being a little bit annoying. We weren't able to block everybody out. Try to cheap him. A1s into the Krisk until we can actually do some damage. We should be seeing Krisk gone now. We're two gone too. That's awesome. And the win is ours. So we got absolutely destroyed by the Shazar team. That's one thing that you can't really do much against with a Stoneskin Georgid is somebody just bombing your team out. Alright, let's try to just kill it out. This one shouldn't take nearly as long as the first team to kill. Just a Helicath versus Wukong and Xena. Okay, one last team, guys, because those took a little bit longer than I expected. This one or this? Yeah, let's go against this one. Actually, no, I'm not. That one's a bit too boring. All right. This is a speed team, but we might have a chance against it. Um, we, yeah, we go like this. We could end up losing this. I'm not too sure about the matchups. It's up to, well, I don't, why is everybody having him A1? That's a very, very, very old meta. Okay. All right, I stand corrected. I just got blown up. Okay. A2 there was close. Wukong is just such an amazing champion. I'd love to pull another one of him. I'd for sure use two in 3v3. Possibly even use a second one in live arena, depending on which type of one I'd like to use, a debuff or a nuke. Alright, this team, we're looking... Alright, this is the perfect time to use Mezimel. We have UDK low, we block revive him, and then block revive the... well, whoever else it is. Usually it's a Wukong. If it's not a Wukong, whatever it is, really. But Mezimel's A1s actually do some really solid damage. Okay, we did win the speed race as I had hoped. We locked them out. And now it's defensive nuker versus defensive nuker. I mean, we can try to just, yeah. Let's lock them out. Set their cooldown again. All right, now we hit the double nuke. And the team is almost dead. Awesome. All right, that is much better than the last one we went against with this team. There we go. Full wins, actually, guys. So this is definitely a very successful 3v3 takeover. I'm sure he'll have absolutely no problems getting to gold. From there, I'm going to go ahead and get on his Nightmare Hydra, get some stuff set up for him. I'm going to be running my Hydra team on it, which is this team right here. It's in Necmo, Duchess, Wukong, Newt, Lydia, and then Husk. For my account, it does about 150 mil at very decent RNG. It's not a perfect team, but it definitely does a whole lot of damage. And doesn't, I mean, there is some RNG that can screw it over, but it isn't the most heavily RNG run you'll ever see. So guys, if you did learn anything from this video, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not already in the Discord, this is where you can get yourself some account help. You can also talk to me and some other amazing people that are in the community. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.